Okay, what up, y'all? So, first thing I want to say is big shout out to Love, who, as you guys can see, I did do some reactions to his tier list, and it inspired me to just do my own because I was thinking like he should do some more tier lists with these topics, and then I was just like, I might as well just do my own. But anyways, I was inspired by him. I want y'all to think I came up with this myself. So, big shout out to Love, who make sure I go check him out. But I decided to do my own. I'm gonna do 16 types most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse. Now this one's gonna be kind of interesting. Um, I will say this is something that people used to kind of talk about for fun. This is all just for fun, okay? Um, but also it kind of can tell you a lot about how the types nature, different types in their nature are. Um, so without further ado, let's get to it. Let's see. Okay, let me make sure I can see everything. All right. So 16 times more likely to survive a zombie apocalypse. So first, hold on, let me make sure this is right. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so we got S tier, we got A tier, we got B tier, C tier, D tier, E tier, F. So as you can know, obviously starting from S is the best, like GOAT tier. You know what I mean? And then from down, it's like once you just like school, once you get to, well, I wouldn't say just like school, but E and F are the bottom tiers. You know what I'm saying? So they the worst as far as surviving. In my opinion, based on like the nature of the types. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just for fun though. So it's funny they put ENFJ first. I don't think ENFJs would do the best, to be honest with you. They're not necessarily the best as far as survival skills, but it's like ENFJs are weird because it's like they probably would do everything you're not supposed to do. Like I think, but their intuition and I would somehow they would survive. But also, they got such good people skills. I think they would be surrounded by people that can help them survive. So I'm not gonna really put them at F. I put them at like E or D. Well, I might have to put them at F tier. I don't think ENFJs would do the best. Honestly, this is just my opinion. They do tend to panic in emergency situations. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do think they survive. So actually, let me put them at E because they would survive for a while, but yeah, I think they would adapt in their own way, and they probably would do a good job of inspiring people and stuff like that to keep pushing on. I think they're probably good inspirational leaders and they're good inspirational speakers. But as far as like on their own, the reason why I'm not gonna put them no higher is because on their own, I don't think they would really do the best. But anyways, ENFPs. ENFPs, I don't think they had the best survival skills either necessarily, but they are creative and they are open minded, and I think they probably could learn something that could help them in zombie apocalypse. Oh yeah, before I even go any further, I'm talking like the type of zombies I'm talking about. I'm thinking of is because mostly I watched Walking Dead. I used to be a big Walking Dead fan. I'm gonna just kind of use those as an example because I feel like that's more realistic. Because Walking Dead zombies, they don't run fast, they walk, but it's like they're not real hard if you have one of them. But a group of zombies in Walking Dead is dangerous. But one of them is not too hard to get, kill them. I think that's a little more realistic because some other type of shows or movies, like you see zombies running full speed and stuff like that, and they got super strength and speed. I don't think anybody would survive that. I think that's a little unrealistic sometimes. So let's just say that I'm going by Walking Dead zombies. But anyways, ENFP, ENFPs, I kind of want to put them. Uh, Because ENFPs, they're a little bit oblivious of their surroundings in some cases. I don't think, and they can be kind of naive because of that. It's like they'll I think it'll take them a while to realize that they're in a zombie apocalypse. Like think about the first time you see a zombie, you know what I'm saying? You know it's a person, but it's like something a little off about them. You know what I'm saying? If they don't look super decayed, you wouldn't know they're a zombie. I think they'd be the last to realize it, honestly. So I put them at F tier. Somebody got going F tier. You know what I'm saying? So um that's just what it'll be. ENTJ. I think ENTJs can do a pretty decent job. They're great leaders. They got good leadership skills. I think they would excel as leaders, and they could also probably pick up some skills with their SE along the way. But I don't think they're the best. But they do have pretty good, decent survival skills in a lot of ways. Just because of TE and SE, it can help them a lot. I'm gonna put them in C tier. I say C tier. You know what I'm saying? But I think they could do pretty good. It can go kind of either way with them. ENTP, ENTP. I think they'd be find creative ways to survive, but kind of the same thing goes with ENFP. They're a little oblivious to certain things, and, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I think they could do an okay job, but I don't think they do as good as ENTJ. So let's put them at D. I think they could probably pick up on some survival skill, and they could be pretty smart and things like that too. Guess we haven't got nobody in the S tier yet, but ESFJ. ESFJ, I think they could do a decent job. Um, they got good, probably had good people skills. They could probably be hands on in the zombie apocalypse. And learn hands on skills real well because that's what it's gonna probably come down to in the zombie apocalypse. People that can learn hands on skills real quick, and survival skills. I think an ESFJ could do a decent job. Um, and if they have experience in certain situations, they can use it to their advantage in the zombie apocalypse. As well as I think they could probably do good as like having people around them and they can work together as a team with different people pretty well. I put them probably B tier. Let's go B. Um, okay, so ESFPs, I think ESFPs would do a pretty good job. Um, okay, so I kind of almost ESFPs would do a real good job because they're super adaptable. Probably can pick up on survival skills real well. Um, Super in touch with their natural instincts and things like that because of extroverted sensing. Um, I think that would help in like if they get like let's say if society shut down because of zombie apocalypse, I think they would excel at being able to adapt in that situation. I want to put them at either S or A tier. It's real tough. I think maybe S tier. They can be our first S tier. I might change it later, but I think they go in S tier. ESTJ, ESTJ would do a pretty good job, I think. They would kind of be the kind of people that make sure everybody needs to get like let's say if they end up being in a group, they would be the ones that make the tough they can make the tough calls pretty well. They get their hands dirty as well. It's kind of like the ENTJ a little bit in some ways, but at the same time they can also be hands on too. So I think they could pick up on a lot of survival skills in that situation. Um, Kind of in the middle too. I think they might go same tier as ESFJ, but they could also go in A tier. I might change my mind. But ESTP, okay, this one ESTP is definitely gonna probably do the best in the zombie apocalypse. Super adaptable by nature. Could probably pick up on survival skills real well. They're capable of being brutal if they need to. I think. Um, yeah, they probably be real skilled at using guns and things like that. Um, they probably gonna go S tier and put them up there. Most SPs are gonna go higher. Really, most sensors are gonna go higher than intuitive to be real. But because we're action oriented and things like that, and we do better with hands on things because that's gonna probably take a lot of hands on skill. But intuitives, I think intuitives can do well in some ways too. Of course, I'm gonna go into that though. INFJ, I'm gonna be honest with you. INFJ, I don't really think they would do the best as far as hands on and let's say picking up on survival skills quickly. But I think maybe I wonder if that introvert intuition could override some of that lack of SC they got. Um, but I don't think they're necessarily the best suited for survival situations. I'll put them E or F. Not to, I don't want to make it seem like I'm picking on INFJs though. That's just me being completely honest. My opinion. If y'all got something to say about that, let me know. INFP, I don't think they do the best either. Well, let me think. Well, INFPs, they're not really fighters. I think you got to kind of have a grit to you in that situation. Um, INFJs too, they're not really fighters. That's kind of another reason why I put them there. I think INFPs would go pretty low too because they're not fighters. They're not violent people. I think you wouldn't have to develop a level of violence in that situation. So let's put them down there too. Sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. I mean, you know, but INTJ, they got that TE. I think that can help them out in a lot of ways. Not necessarily the best at adapting to situation. I think they might would be overwhelmed, but I think they could learn to adapt. I put them up a little higher, maybe E. I put them at E tier. I think INTJs could do a decent job. They're good, great planners and can be quite strategic. I think that would help them out a lot. So maybe I put them at D. Yeah, D would probably be better for them. All right, wait a minute. Okay, so INTP, I think they could do okay, but maybe not the best. You know what I'm saying? INTP is real smart. I think they would. I think their intelligence would outweigh any weaknesses they got. But still, I don't think they're the most built for it. But I think they could do okay. Let's put them at C because they got tertiary SI. Can make them a little hands on. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Well, maybe they should go D. Yeah, put them in D tier. They're the best, most procrastinate. They procrastinate a lot, but they're just so smart. They can probably override a lot of that. You know what I mean? But I might move them up a little later. But ISFJ, I think ISFJ do a pretty good job. I put them at A tier. ISFJs really hands on, really dependable people. They could do good in the fight. You know what I'm saying? They like helping people out. I think because ISFJs, they're one of the types that I would say one of the top. I might do this on a different tier list, but one of the types that are like most likely to be a superhero. They probably make one of the best superhero types because Superman is an ISFJ, but they got that mindset of like a superhero. I think they would save a lot of people and be able to help a lot of people. But I don't think they would go S tier. I think they can go pretty high though. A tier, maybe closer to S tier, potentially. ISFP, another type I think would do really well in a zombie apocalypse. Kind of similar to the ISFP, I mean ESFP. ISFPs are real gentle and things like that, but they have a level of physicality that which is another side of them. Um, they could pick up on things quickly, learn really quick. They probably could pick up on learning how to use weapons real quickly. Um, and they really in touch with their extroverted sense and make you really in touch with your instincts. I'm gonna be honest with you. I might have to put them either A or S. I probably A S tier. Yeah, ISFPs deserve to be up there. ICJ, ICJ A or S tier. I think they do a pretty good job. They're one another type that could probably you would have in a fight with you to be real good companion in a fight. They kind of just get the job done type. But I don't know if they quite go on A tier. I mean S tier. I'm gonna put them at A. But they get in there. Both these types, ISFJ, they go A tier, but they pretty high. They could debatable S. You know what I'm saying? So ISTP. It's funny how I didn't put this last. They put it last. So it's kind of funny because I'm ISTP. Okay, so people used to talk about this a lot on the internet, but everybody used to say that ISTPs will hands down be the best in the zombie apocalypse. And I do agree. We just got that mindset that kind of fits for that. We probably would do the best, to be honest with you. Picking up on all those types of skills that you would need in a zombie apocalypse, we probably be the best at it. Um, we got that sensation accuracy. That's what a personality hacker calls sensation accuracy. We would be able to use that to our advantage. That's what they call it with TI and SE. Um, so we can be accurate. We could be accurate. Maneuver. We can maneuver accurately in our environment, but we'll be able to pick up on those skills a lot. We'll probably learn how to use a gun real well, or any other weapon that we would come across. We'd probably be real good at it. And Walking Dead, most of the people that are the best are the STPs, like Daryl Dixon at ESTP, Michonne's ISTP, things like that. We would do the best for sure. They're on. I ain't even gonna. Never mind. I ain't gonna bring it up. But of course, we go S tier. That's what you do. That's what we at right there. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I got on that. Let me know any more tier lists I should do. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to Love Who. Um, Inspired me to do my own. Thought it was kind of fun to react to his, so I was like, might as well just do my own. So I got a YouTube too, but Make sure y'all check them out. Um, anyways, thanks for watching.